Hey, this is Wilson with Pantry Apparatus. Today I'm on site with the troubleshooter. We're going to go from this nasty piece of brass to this clean piece of brass that's finished, ready to go, ready to hunt. So rifle season kicks off here pretty soon.
2 days, yep.
Up here in this part of the country, yep. Procuring food may mean going to the store, or maybe walking into the woods with a hunting implement. And
yes.
so here is our episode today. This is a really nice finished product, and I know that you're going to take us through the whole process. But this is really something that, with a bit of knowledge and some practice, the average person can do for themselves.
Sure. Yeah, you bet. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
And
yeah, a little time and some books.
In the recipe books, it takes you through start to finish all of the measurements and things like that. So there's not any kind of guesswork, and you don't want to go into the old, well, if 42 grains is good, then 46 grains must be really good, you know. So
lots of people have done it and made that mistake, and it ends up costing them in the long run. So.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Let's go back to the process.
All right.
So how do you know when you get your level correct?
Well, the first thing you do is you gotta take your die down to. This one doesn't want to come loose here. Hold on a sec. There we go. Down to, so it just touches your shell holder.
At the max stroke?
Yeah, at the max stroke. Yeah, exactly, at the max stroke. And then you want to back it off like 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
You're just setting up your dies. Then it goes the same for both your seating and your decapping die. Just the inside of the neck.
Okay.
Just every now and again you want to do that, just to you don't have to. Every now and then you want to do it just to lube the expander ball a little bit.
Just push down the leather.
Just go, keep going, and it'll stop all that stuff. There you go.
Okay.
Well,
extract.
Yep. That's the easy part. It's going down in.
So what I've done is deprimed it.
Yep. And resized it.
Smushed it back into shape.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you're putting the shell in there.
Yep. Priming it.
So is it something you can set the depth for, or is it just more of a feel?
You can. Depends on if you're loading these for just hunting or if you're loading them for accuracy. You can actually ream the primer pockets to a set depth.
Mm-hmm.
But since these haven't been done yet, it's kind of hard to do. If you're matching essentially matching your cases out, turning them into match cases, then there's a little bit more involved. So just shooting for one or two of them we need to go back over, but we'll get that here in a minute.
So according to our recipe book there, the 308 round takes a large rifle primer.
Yep, I took this as large rifle primer.
So in this case, we're just using the multi-stage to shoot the powder.
Just use the powder. See, right there, if you can see inside there, you can see the powder sticking to the lanolin on the side.
Yeah, not a problem.
Not a problem.
All right, so for our powder charge,
we're going to use 48 grains of 4895, which is one of my favorite powders, and especially since I shoot a lot of M14s and FNs, it's a direct military duplication load. quintessential old gas gun powder. It was formulated for the Grand originally in 36 or 38 when we started.
So with our recipe book that we're using, we're going with a 150 grain bullet.
Yep. I'll dial it out just a scoosh.
So is a scoosh, is that a
That's also
that's a unit of measurement?
That's also a unit of measurement. Back this off a whole bunch. Let's see if you wanna.
So once you get it set up, you can just roll, but it's
it's just it's like anything else. It's getting it set up. You might just need to pop this back out a little ways this time. You might have to go all the way.
So what is that thing?
That is a kinetic bullet puller. Keeps you from destroying your ammunition. Hey, look at that.
Every good reloader needs one.
Or 5.
Okay, so the case goes in the bottom of the...
Case goes in the bottom.
The bullet sits on top.
Well, it sits on top, and that's how you want it. You want just a little bit of the cantilever showing.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Good.
Okay, so we're back over here to the multi-stage. And
it's going to crimp the bullet in. Oh, we'll show you here. One. Okay. See, if you look around it, you can just see there's maybe a 32nd or an inch down from the case mouth. There's a line. And there's about 4 breaks in that line, and that's actually crimping it into the bullet. That's crimping the bullet into the case, so you get more positive. And now look at that.
That hasn't been done.
That hasn't been done. It gives you a more positive, more uniform release point for the ammo.
How did you get into the gunsmith business?
I got out of the service, and back where I grew up, and I was buying and selling, trading a lot of guns. The guy used to take my guns to for gunsmithing. One day while I was dropping stuff off there, I said, "Hey, why don't you come to work for me a couple nights a week?" And I was like, "Well, I already have a job." He goes, "No, come to me, work for me in the evening." I said, "All right, fine." So 2.5 years of that, and me and Dick got to be good buddies, and finally said, "Why don't you use your GI Bill? You just got out of the military. Why don't you use your GI Bill and go to school?" So went down to Colorado School of Trades and got into it, and I've been doing it ever since, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, and it's a really good cottage-based industry. Obviously,
it can be, yeah. But you still got to advertise and do good work and
the experience.
And that's the big thing is experience is. I've had lots of people do correspondence courses and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, hire me. I'm like, no way.
And so how many so I would guess you probably do a pretty good bit of business from people who have taken their firearms down elsewhere, and then it ultimately has to be done.
Yeah, I call them shoebox guns.